Hello there. Do you like to laugh? Are you fond of the occasional musical number? Do you secretly enjoy fart jokes and sexual innuendos? How about extremely vulgar language? If you answered yes to at least one of these, then boy howdy do we have a treat for you. The weird and deranged minds that bring you Strange Fantasy Show have dipped their toes into the proverbial soup of comedy to bring you a new program under the Strange Fantasy Productions umbrella, The Dastardly Dangerous Adventures of Darby's the Cat. Follow the infamous pirate cat Darby's and his mousy best friend Little Gary on high-flying adventures as they... Hey, what are you doing? This is a closed recording set? No, hey, get off me! What are you doing? Ow!
Tonight, else you'll get some more of me knuckle supper!
Kick him once more in his teeth, then tie him up over yonder.
Why are you doing this?
Oh, hush it. Let me tell the good people about the show. 'Tis only proper. Now I be Darby's, the infamous pirate cat. And this is me best mate, Little Gary.
Hello!
And we've got our own show now. So join us on the adventure of a lifetime and listen in and download anywhere you get your podcasts. Savvy?
If you do not mind, we really need to get to the show already.
Yeah, we're good, mate.
Fantastic. Ghost host, take it away.
Thank you. Cue the intro. Welcome to another regaling of strange fantasy. Obscure odysseys meant to shock the nervous system and stir the very core of your soul. Tonight's tale is larger than life itself, for it is of all life itself. The places you'll go and the things you'll see. Realities of frightening nightmares and blissful paradise. Oh, but we've gone too far. This particular horror story is divided, yet interconnected into 3 terrifyingly realistic tales. Within our first, we begin to try and understand the chaos of the unknown. In this installment entitled Phase One.
Tell me something, Pat. Can you feel it in the air?
Feel what, sir?
Hell if I know. Something's off. I don't know. There's a peculiar sense about tonight, don't you think?
No idea. You feeling all right?
Yeah, I suppose.
What exactly are those 2 in for?
Craziest damn thing.
Hold that thought. What the hell? We expecting anyone?
Not to my knowledge, why?
Got a couple of strange lookers wearing all black, wanting to come in.
Well, what are you waiting for? Let them on in. Evening to you, and what agency are you from? Gotta be government officials dressed like that.
How very perceptive of you, Sheriff Milford.
Have we met?
Surely you expect us to do our research before entering.
That's all fine and well, but how about you enlighten us on who the hell y'all are?
Of course. I am Judy, and this is my associate, Mr. Finch. We're from the Bureau, and we're here to interview Arthur O'Sullivan and Abraham and Helen Roberts.
Now, hang on. I haven't even conducted my interview yet, and I haven't called this situation in. So how the hell did you suits find out about all this so quickly?
It is our job to know these kinds of things, Sheriff. Now, if you would show us into the Roberts' room.
Please.
Pat, go on and show him down.
Sheriff?
It's all right, Pat. We're all on the same team here. Let's try and keep it that way.
Yes, sir.
Thank you both for your cooperation. We will also need a statement from you as well, so please don't go anywhere.
Don't you worry, I'm here all night, ma'am. Oh, and Pat, don't forget them coffees for the Roberts.
If you two would follow me down the hall. Brought you all some coffees. Sorry if it's not the freshest. Sheriff Milford is the only one who drinks it, so I think it's been sitting out for a while, but it'll get the job done.
Thanks, Pat.
We've been in this room for nearly an hour now, Pat. Why the hell is this taking so long for us to give our goddamn statement? It's a simple break-in. I'd like to go back to bed at some point before the sunrise.
Hey, I know, Abe. We don't want to keep you all here any longer than we need to.
Who the hell are they?
We'll take it from here, Officer Patrick. Thank you.
Are you sure? I don't mind hanging
That'll
around.
be all. Thank you.
All right. Well, if anyone needs me, I'll be out here.
Have a seat, Mr. Roberts.
I'm fine standing, thanks.
I said...
Please, Mr. Roberts, have a seat so we may begin.
Begin what exactly? We're just trying to file a simple report. Why is any of this necessary? Who the hell are you people?
In due time, Mr. Roberts.
Oh, fine. There. I'm sitting. Can we please get this over with already? I've got work in the morning.
Of course. This won't take long.
Good.
So it is to my understanding that your home was broken into tonight. Is that correct?
That's correct. It was around
My
1...
apologies for interrupting you, Mr. Roberts. But I'd like to hear from Helen.
By all means. Honey, tell him.
Helen, do you believe your home was invaded tonight?
Why invaded?
I'm sorry?
Why did you choose the word invaded to describe the incident?
Typically, this situation would be considered an invasion. Do you not agree?
I do agree. I'm sorry, I'm just a little shaken.
Yeah, don't worry, hon. I'll handle this.
I'm sorry, Mr. Roberts, but to get the most accurate statement, I would need to speak to the one whom was present for the incident.
I beg your pardon. And how is it you know that I wasn't present?
You are not as shaken by this as she is. So I would appreciate it if you would give Helen the opportunity to speak before speaking for her.
Now you listen here,
It's all right, Abe, please.
In your own time and in your own words, please explain to us step by step everything that happened.
What is that?
Nothing to be concerned about, Helen. Just a simple device that will record our session.
That's a recorder?
That's right.
I'm sorry, I've never seen a recording device that looks like that. Who are you?
I am Judy, and this is my associate, Mr. Finch.
That doesn't tell me a lot.
It tells you enough. Now please, begin with your full name.
My name is Helen Rachel Roberts.
And why are you here, Helen?
My husband, Abe, and I are here to give our statement about our home being broken into tonight.
And do you truly believe someone broke into your home?
What kind of question is that?
Mr. Roberts, one more outburst from you and I'll have Mr. Finch remove you from this room. Do we understand each other?
Oh, fine.
Come again, Mr. Roberts.
Yes, I understand.
Please, answer the question, Helen.
To be completely honest, I'm not sure what happened.
What?
Perhaps it's best if we start from the beginning.
It was like any other night. Abe and I had dinner and watched television until we fell asleep.
What did you have for dinner?
Meatloaf. I tried a new recipe from Abe's mother.
Was it good?
Does it really matter?
This is just to simply gauge your memory and reactions.
Okay, sure. It was about as good as meatloaf with black olives can be, I suppose.
And what was on television?
I think we watched I Love Lucy and then the news.
Is that the last program you recall before you fell asleep?
I believe so.
Who fell asleep first?
Abe did. It always takes me some time to fall asleep.
Thank you. Please continue.
So I woke up and began closing all the windows. It was a nice night outside. And locking all the doors, and I started gathering up the dishes and headed into the kitchen. Then I went to wake up Abe so we could go to bed. Abe, wake up.
Oh, jeez. Oh, what time is it?
About 1 a.m, sleepyhead.
Bedtime?
Yippers.
Okay, honey. Thank you for cleaning up.
Oh, so you were already awake.
I plead the fifth.
You both went to bed,
Well, as I said, I have trouble falling asleep sometimes.
and tonight was one of those nights?
Yes. I was laying in bed, and there is a large window behind the headboard, and sometimes you can see headlights if they're coming up the drive, though it's a side-to-side kind of light.
What was different, Helen?
It was up and down, the light.
What were you thinking then? Did you know?
I remember thinking, almost giggling to myself, how funny it would be if little green men were coming to get me.
And that was when the home invasion happened.
Yes. I had a light on in the bathroom, like I do every night, and I felt something at the front door. That sound when, I don't know how to explain it, like when you can feel someone new is in your presence. I froze laying on my back. I was completely unable to move.
What happened then?
I felt it come closer. And then I saw a shadow on the ceiling grow as the bedroom door slowly creaked open. I saw a shadow coming towards me, where I was frozen on the bed.
Did Abe wake up?
No.
What happened next, Helen? What exactly did you see?
Everything went black, and then
Yes.
I saw white. A white wall. A table. A silver table with instruments on it. And a gloved hand, though it wasn't human.
How did you deduce this?
It had 3 long fingers and a thumb.
What else happened?
They...
There was more than one, you remember?
It felt like there was more than one.
Go on.
I don't really remember anything else.
How did you get back? To your bed?
I don't know. I just woke up on top of the covers, which I never do. I always sleep under the covers, and I was wet, covered in sweat. Or water. I'm not sure.
Where was Abe?
He was in the same spot, completely undisturbed. I started to panic and tried to shake him awake, but I couldn't wake him. It took at least 2 minutes shaking him. And I mean I was shaking him. It's not like him at all.
Abe, what did you do then? When you woke up?
I just thought it was a break-in. I just got up after she said someone was in the house and got my gun and ran over to the door, and it was open. There was no sign, really, of a break-in. I went out onto the front yard, and when I did, I noticed there were scorch marks. I thought it was a vandal at first, though now I'm not sure.
What do you think it is now, Mr. Roberts?
I don't know what I think.
Well, though the events of the evening do sound
Scary as hell.
Please, Mr. Roberts, rest assured while you and your lovely wife are waiting, myself and Judy have stopped by your residence to investigate the crime you two have reported.
You did?
And?
The event that Helen experienced and your delayed response from waking up were a direct result of a gas leak. Gas can be quite toxic when inhaled and cause such reactions as sleep paralysis, loss of consciousness, hallucination, and in your case, even become combustible, which is what happened to your lawn, Mr. and Mrs. Roberts.
But how does that make any sense?
You will be fine to return to your home in 2 days' time, as the proper departments have been notified of the dangerous situation.
We can't go home?
Unless you want to suffocate in your sleep from oxygen deprivation, I would say no.
What are we supposed to do? I mean, are you sure there was no break-in? And Helen is not... one to make up this sort of story.
I would suggest you both ground yourselves in reality and face facts.
I think we are grounded in reality, Mr. Finch. We'll go and stay at Abe's mom's house until we can come back home. I really appreciate your explanation of tonight's events.
Certainly. You may take your leave, Roberts. It would be best to forget these events, as I'm sure they would be traumatizing to recall, especially to anyone else. You wouldn't want them to get the wrong idea about you, dear.
Yes, of course.
How'd it go? Did you give a good description of the perp?
They are leaving now. It seems there was a misunderstanding of the evening's events.
What?
Thanks, Sheriff. You give my best to the missus.
Goodbye, Roberts.
Well, if you're ready to interview Mr. O'Sullivan, I'd like to accompany you. Real sick son of a bitch. I'm sure you've heard. Claims that he did all that twisted shit in the name of some sort of cult.
Have you gotten a name for the cult? Or its leader?
Not as of yet. Bastard is one tough nut to crack.
With enough pressure, anything can break.
Wise words, Mr. Finch. So, are we ready? I've got him in a holding cell in the back.
Not quite.
No.
Just to clarify with you, Sheriff Milford. You were the one whom obtained both parties tonight, is that correct?
That's right. Hell of a night, if I do say so myself.
And what of Officer Patrick?
What of him?
His whereabouts, please.
Well, I apprehended Mr. O'Sullivan earlier this evening.
Time?
I believe around 10:30 or so. I was responding to a report of a single-person car wreck. Crazy bastard crashed a stolen taxi cab into a tree. Probably lost control of the wheel, is my guess. And tonight was Officer Patrick's day off, but once I got the call from the Roberts, I called Pat in to look after O'Sullivan while I responded.
And the time he arrived was?
About 15 till 2 a.m. Is there a reason for these questions?
There is a reason for all things, Sheriff Milford.
You don't say. Let's see if you still feel that way after talking to this psychopath. Now, are you done interrogating me, or do we have more arbitrary questions?
That'll be all for now, Sheriff Milford. And thank you again for your cooperation.
Sure thing, right this way.
Hey, Sheriff. Ready for him?
Yep, go ahead and open the cell, Pat.
Yes, sir.
Why is Mr. O'Sullivan still in handcuffs?
For his safety and yours, ma'am.
Thanks, Pat, that'll be all.
Want me to still stick around for a bit? I don't mind.
Sure, just until we get this interview done with.
No problem. Oh, what ended up happening with Abe and Helen?
They gave their statement and were released.
Yep, that's what I was gonna say.
What about the intruder?
Apparently there was a misunderstanding. Sorry, I thought you were gonna finish my thought for me again. You know, you two have the best poker faces I've ever seen. Did you ever smile? For that matter, do you guys always wear those dark sunglasses?
We are ready to conduct our interview of Mr. O'Sullivan now.
Cold but fair. He's all yours. Pat, go and grab a couple of chairs for our guests.
On it, Sheriff.
All right, now you listen closely, Mr. O'Sullivan. There are two government officials here to interview you. So don't try anything stupid, or else I'll be forced to take action. And I'm sure you don't want that, do you?
I can see, Sheriff, but can you?
You see what I mean? Batshit crazy.
Here's a couple of chairs for you.
Thank you, Pat. Please, have a seat.
I'll be right back with another chair for you.
No, I'm good. I've been sitting all damn day long. Plus, I need to be on the ready for this asshole. Call you if I need you.
Want me to send Maeve home?
Oh, shit, yeah. Don't tell her I forgot again.
You got it.
Take off your sunglasses.
No.
I said, take them off.
You are not in a position to tell anyone, let alone us, what to do. So I recommend you cooperate.
And if I don't?
Then you will be in our custody.
Say again?
Please, Sheriff, your input is not needed right now.
Not so tough now, are we, Sheriff?
That's quite enough, Mr. O'Sullivan. From this point moving forward, you will speak directly to us. Is this understood?
Eat shit and die.
I'll take that as a yes. Mr. Finch, if you would, please.
The hell is that thing?
It is of no concern to you, Mr. O'Sullivan. Now, we will be asking the questions, and you will provide us with accurate answers. Understood?
Yeah, sure. Whatever you say.
That's better. Can you please state your full name for the record?
Yeah. Arthur James O'Sullivan.
Do you know why you are here, Arthur?
I sure do. Do you?
You claim to be a part of a religious cult. Is this true?
First off, I've claimed nothing to you two jokers. And second, it's not a religious cult. I belong to a mass group of like-minded individuals that all hold the same purpose in our hearts.
And what is that purpose, Arthur?
To be saved.
Saved? By whom?
You wouldn't understand.
Enlighten us.
Fine. But do try and keep up. I, along with more people than you think, believe that through certain sacrifices, the attention of higher cosmic beings will be obtained, and they will come down and measure our progress and see that we have made the biggest impact, that we deserve to be saved.
Saved from what, exactly?
Oh, from this wretched earth. From these wretched mouth-breathing idiots that are overtaking this planet. There may be more of them than us, however, we are growing in numbers, in strength, and confidence. It won't be much longer. Mark my words. Our day will soon come. And when it does, you better be ready.
Ready for what?
For a new beginning.
I see. You mentioned certain sacrifices. What does that entail?
Oh, a multitude of fantastic displays of love, horror, and affection.
Such as?
I think you know.
Such as the women found dismembered in those suitcases?
Yeah, that's one example.
How many people have you murdered?
None.
Come now, Arthur. How many?
None. And that's the truth.
So what are you saying? You just found them that way?
Kind of.
Please, Arthur, be straight with me. What were you doing driving around in a stolen taxicab with a trunk full of body parts?
I was on my way back home.
And where is home?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Fine. Answer me this, then. Are you the one in charge of everyone else? Then who?
The leader.
Yes, Arthur. Who is the leader?
The leader will bring them to us to save us.
How does the leader know this will work?
He just does.
So the leader is a man.
The leader is more than a man, more than human. He is a god.
Is that what he tells you all?
We know this to be true.
Where's the proof?
Oh, I've seen the proof. We all have.
And?
Long ago, a star fell from the sky and delivered a message to the leader. And since then, he has been preparing. No stone left unturned. And one day, all of his and our hard work will be rewarded.
How long have you been a follower?
Years.
And who was Arthur O'Sullivan before?
A waste.
Did you ever have a family?
I have family now.
Yes, but before. Who were you?
Look, goddammit, I don't want to keep going around in circles with you bastards, so do what you will with me, but just know I am right and you are wrong.
What made you crash the taxicab tonight?
I saw something.
What did you see?
Proof that the time is nearer than you think.
Was the something you saw in the sky?
Yeah? You see it too?
Can you describe it for us?
As I was coming over a hill, there it was, hovering in the middle of the road. A giant thing. I couldn't exactly make out its features, but I knew.
Why couldn't you make out any features of the hovering object?
Well, at first it was black as night. It blended in perfectly. But then as I got closer, a bright light, brighter than the sun, flashed on.
And that's when you crashed.
That's right. I banged my head pretty hard on the dash, but I watched it fly away. And in a matter of seconds, it was gone. Oh, no idea what direction it even went, but it was just gone. It was gone.
This is all a bit much for me. If you'll excuse me a moment, I need another cup of coffee.
Take your time, Sheriff. Do you remember Clara?
How in the hell do you know that name?
How about Bobby?
Shut your goddamn
What
mouth.
happened to Clara and Bobby, Arthur?
I said shut up.
They were your wife and son,
Just
no?
shut the hell up.
Why did you choose
Stop it.
to murder them?
Stop. I don't want to hear another word. Stop it.
You hacked them to pieces, just like those women, didn't you?
Shut up.
Hey.
Shut
Is everything
up.
all right back here?
Shut up.
Whoa. Calm down there, big guy.
Prove yourself, Arthur. Show us you're here.
Hey now, Arthur, think for a second. Don't do anything you're gonna regret. Just give me back my gun, Arthur. Come on.
Show us you're here, Arthur.
Sure.
I'm here.
Arthur, don't.
I'm ready now. I'm ready now.
What the hell was that? Son of a bitch! What? Why? Oh, God, Pat. How could you let this happen? Why didn't you do anything?
Mr. Finch, if you would please.
Of course.
Who are you people?
May we use your phone?
What?
Mr. Finch, again, if you would please.
I've taken down bigger men than you, so you best be prepared to kill me.
That is not necessary, Sheriff Milford. Call it in.
The time has come. Execute Order Arrival 6.
If you pull a thread of the veil that causes division from what's on the other side, it, of course, begins to unravel until the divide is gone. And all that is left is the here and now. Thus concludes tonight's strange fantasy. Tune in next time for Phase 2 of our 3-phase invasion.
Strange Fantasy Show presented Phase 1, written by Ashley Scarbro and Travis Scarbro, produced by Ashley Scarbro and Travis Scarbro. Original scores by Travis Scarbro and Dyssent. The players of tonight's tale are as follows. Heath Allyn as Sheriff Milford, Travis Scarbro as Arthur O'Sullivan, Michael Song as Abe Roberts, Ashley Scarbro as Helen Roberts, Shane Hill as Mr. Finch, Morgan Clyde as Judy, and Colton Rios as Officer Patrick. Strange Fantasy Show is created by Travis Scarbro, and Strange Fantasy Show is copyright 2021 Strange Fantasy Productions, all rights reserved. Any and all characters appearing in this work are fictitious, and any resemblance to real persons living or dead is purely coincidental. Hi everyone. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Strange Fantasy. I'm Travis.
Ashley here.
We're the creators, writers, and producers of the show. And we just wanted to take a quick second to let you know that if you like Strange Fantasy, be sure and show your love by subscribing, downloading, and rating the show on iTunes, Spotify, or any of the many platforms we exist on.
And for exclusive rewards and merchandise, or just to donate to our cause to help us to continue to thrive, Be sure to visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/strangefantasy. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram by searching Strange Fantasy Show for updates and haunting original art. All this and more can be found at our website, strangefantasyshow.com. From Strange Fantasy Productions, we do have a brand new project out called The Dastardly Dangerous Adventures of Darby's the Cat. It is available anywhere where you get your podcast.
Thanks for listening and see you next time.